Okay, so it's been a little while. Been a little while since I have gone in for um, one of these videos. I am working on a video, which you can maybe tell by all these open tabs, soon. So hopefully I'll be able to get that out working for you. But I do have some other stuff going on that's not Dominion related. Anyway, this board, so this is going to be a match between Glaures and DG. This board, there's plan on page. Captain, really good combo with Death Card. Page, because of Champion, may obsolete Academy a bit. Scrying Pool is fantastic draw. I'm a little bit skeptical of plan here, but I don't know, maybe it's okay. Um, they both get the lucky coin flip that their page is in turn 3. Um, so that's something anyway. Academy is the only 5. You could take it here, I guess. You know that your next turn you're going to play your treasure hunter and not your page, probably. And you're going to have what? 3 coppers. You're going to have 4 next turn. Your alternative, you could get a doctor overpay here and hope that your treasure hunter isn't on top. I don't think that seems great, but it doesn't seem like the worst. Dungeon helps you get your around your page faster. This could be another page, honestly, here from Glaures to trash the last estate, but it goes for dungeon. I think it's a he. Pretty sure. I'm not actually that sure, I guess. I'm going to try to go for the they pronoun. Anyway, this could be another dungeon for DG. Could be, I don't know. I think just a page. Okay. Trashing the last estate. So your eventual payload here is captain. Somehow I'm not convinced by the way they're getting their deck together though. Um, yeah, the extra pages or something. I think you're gonna want doctors to trash coppers at some point, and or possibly more likely mercenaries. Um, the other thing, of course, to note though is that there's no plus buy unless you get a ruined market. So maybe you end up just jumping in for single provinces kind of as fast as possible. I don't know. You definitely play this dungeon here. And you want to play the treasure hunter, so you're going to do that. And you play warrior, and you buy a captain for sure. And the big thing about captain here is that it's you can play it as urchin, which generally just seems better than playing it as page. You can maybe play it as develop at some point, but mostly you're going to play it as a non-terminal if you need it to be non-terminal, or you're going to play it as death cart, at which point it makes a ton of money. So pretty soon you're going to have champion. So, and I'm getting a phone call. Okay. You're going to have champion pretty soon, and that is going to mean, huh? Don't you discard your warrior because you want to play your hero and you don't have the terminal space? I guess it's not really gonna matter, but mm, Huh, I think I would have just already gotten. I think I would have just already gotten province there, considering that you're just going for single province. I don't think it's worth it to dip into, certainly at least at this point, um, to dip into death cards just to try to hopefully find a ruined market. Their draw just isn't sufficient for that. So I think I'd just be scoring sooner rather than later. But another captain is, at least a reasonable thing. Um, you play one of these. You play the first captain is Urchin, I think, and then you can decide what to do with the second one after you draw a card. Urchin seems better than Page, and I think it seems better than trying to just like develop. Um, well, I mean, if you don't play the first captain, if you don't play a non-terminal here, then you need to play the second one as a non-terminal, or you're not going to play it at all, and you definitely want to play it. So the only real choice then would have been, I guess you could have thought about Doctor. Now I don't remember what the last card in DG's deck is here. Uh, Given that, then this seems bad to me because given that it's Warrior, you want to play the use the second captain to play Death Cart, Hero to gain gold, and then just buy a province now. And now you're either going to trigger the shuffle or you're not going to get a province. You're just a little bit slower than I think you could have been. But a little bit slower can often make the difference here. I guess Warrior is the only 4 in either of these decks. There's extra captains at 6. I'm just trying to think how this game is going to go besides just being um, province per turn basically every turn from here out. I think I'd risk it and play the Urchin here, risk not hitting 8. I mean, worst comes to worst, you can you can buy a duchy here, um, but you probably be able to buy a province anyway, and this helps you find, say, captain or champion, which is what you're looking for. Keep warrior, turn treasure hunter into warrior. Yep. And now DG should basically be golden to province every turn, and maybe there's a small chance he'll be able to get a duchy at some point. But okay, this is a reasonable play from Glaurez, I guess. Play this captain to play a death card. What? Oh, that was before the dungeon came in. Interesting. Okay, yeah, this works out. This works out quite well. So death card and province. Um, who's ahead? I think it's very close, and it's very likely to be a tie. Um, I guess whoever has the extra dungeon is probably marginally ahead. There's some weird stuff going on where you think about maybe not playing so many extra captains, but this seems really bad from DG to play the captain first. I don't I don't quite understand that. You got to make money here unless you know for sure that all 3 of these cards make money down below, which I guess they probably do. Um, yeah. So they're both just going to province out here, I assume, and it's then just going to be a question of whether somebody can get a develop off to win the game by grabbing a duchy or an estate, even. Huh, interesting. Clara's going for it now. Well, I imagine this should be estate transmogrify, but I don't think I like it. Yeah. You do have the dungeon in play. I don't know. Maybe, maybe. DG now can't do the same play here. Not yet, at least. The more I think about it, the less sure I am about Scrying Pool. It looks great. It's a little bit slow to get going, though, and you are not multi-provincing anyway. They've gone pretty fast. So I'm not sure that it's not good, but I'm not sure that it's good. Um, okay, he can do the same play because of, yeah. Hmm. I don't know. I think Captain is better than Scrying Pool here. This is going to be a death card. This is going to be 8. This is going to be province. And 2 captains in play. So that allows province duchy. Does it allow? So you can death card. You can. It allows province double duchy because you can transmogrify either the warrior or the gold into duchy. You can use one of your captains to develop the other one into duchy, and if you did the warrior, then you also get a 3. And then you can play your other captain as a death card to get to 8 here. And that may be necessary. Glaura's, meanwhile, yeah, and that's a good point that R. Silverstein is saying. I keep saying as, but it really is. You are playing the other card, leaving it in the supply, which is super important because that's what allows the death card trick to work. Um, I mean, if your Glaura is here, I don't think you have much choice except to buy a province with your Transmogrify down, playing a captain. You can't take another duchy here. I just don't see. I don't see. Yeah. Ugh. Play Transmogrify. Play Captain. These are going to be the next 2 plays, I think. The other option, I guess, is to captain the Transmogrify into Duchy Develop by Duchy. But that seems pretty bad. I think you just have to gun it and hope that the DG doesn't have a province in hand, which honestly is not that hard of a thing to hope. Um, DG by nature, mostly a first player, is going to have an advantage here, and I don't know. Ah, of course, there's the captain in play. What am I saying? So now it's just a question of, I think you play Transmogrify captain to develop silver into estate and death card. Province. Gots to province. Okay, so now one captain. One captain hurts. The death card gets you to. Well, you have the transmogrify down, so you could like T-Mog death card into duchy and take money to buy a province here. Um, you have two captains, right? You played an urchin? Huh. I guess that is the decision, but I was thinking you just took province double duchy and said you're not going to beat me. Um, but he played the urchin. I mean, maybe that's too risky in terms of your next turn is likely to dud. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly what the So this is going to be gold into duchy. Uh-huh. And this is pretty dangerous. Okay, now you've got a captain coming in. You play, this is just a win. Transmogrify death card to duchy. Uh, Captain for death card by province. And you know that he can do all of this stuff. Except you didn't know the goals, so you just needed to have 3 money in those three cards. But this seemed, I don't know, not the highest percentage chance to me. I don't know. Okay, let's move to game two. Mission. Obelisk is on encampment plunder, which is a good pile anyway, typically. Moneylender, probably something you want to do. It's the only trashing here besides governor. Governor works pretty well with mission, so you're probably doing that. Quarry seems okay. Question of whether you want to open border guard moneylender, silver moneylender. I think I go for silver moneylender. I want to get governors. Governor seems better here than usual because getting gold is better than usual because of encampment. I think probably. Um, hmm. I think moneylender silver would be my opening choice over moneylender border guard, but I'm not totally sure. I think one silver is fine, but it's sufficient. You're not going to take more than one silver because border guards or encampments are going to be better. Um, Maybe you can just border guard anyway, from right from the start. Um, because you're likely to hit 5, and then your other turn you can get another border guard and or I don't know. I think I still like a 1 silver. Maybe I can remodel it later into another 5. Maybe I can um, you know, multiple 5s in a shuffle or in a turn a little bit faster. I don't like encampment at all this early. You're not going to be able to maintain it. At which point, I don't know, it seems kind of bad. Also, not a huge fan of Quarry here because I think Governor is going to be a better road to hoe than Secret Grove. I don't know. I just think Governor goes better with encampment than Secret Grove does, and encampment seems really important here. I mean, also you can potentially remodel copper into encampment at some point. And I don't think you want to play this encampment, at which point it really looks bad to have it already. But maybe it's not that bad. Maybe you can gain gold here and buy maybe even another encampment since you'll have. Yeah. I mean, I like this encampment better than the other one, but I don't know. Wait, is this the second one? Maybe this is just the same one. I don't know. It doesn't look that bad here. I don't. Whoa! Whoa! That does not seem good to me. Mission also lets you trash coppers with Moneylender. That is another thing that it does. Here, I probably take encampment, but I might take Blessedville. Huh. Now I'm not sure. Do you take an encampment or do you you could take a blessed village, you could yeah. And there should be I think another governor. Gloures is going to remodel a silver here and buy if you're buying more governors, then I don't really understand why you're. I would not mission here. I'd rather get a fiver. Or a action card that normally costs 5, but which will cost 3 after you have your quarry in play. Flame's Gift is nice. I don't know. Copper to encampment doesn't seem crazy to me. Could think about province. Could also just do that. Now, Glaurez knows there's not a gold here, and I would not really go hunting for one, I don't think. I think I would just gain 2 more golds and buy an encampment here if I were Glaurez. Take the border guard. You border guard again here. You want the one that no, I think that was the wrong artifact because you really want to make sure that you find the gold there. And this was not the way to do that, but yeah, some choices here. Probably remodeling. But it could be silver into governor or it could be copper into encampment. Um, I mean, I don't think a grove would be better than governor, really. Guess it could be. I don't think the difference would be great in any case. Quarry into governor, yep, that makes a lot of sense. Um, well, except that it kind of nerfs this buy, but I think it's probably good enough anyway. Um, Governor draws. Wow, just sets the encampment aside, really. That is really surprising to me. And draw now. Or just gain 2 golds and buy the last encampment. What? But now your moneylender does squat. This is confusing. Also not really sure why DG isn't trashing coppers here. Yeah, you've got a moneylender, but they're going to remodel more later on. Huh. This is all rather confusing to me. Okay. Gain gold, buy plunder. Huh. That seems very odd to me. Bought a Sacred Grove, which makes a substantial amount of sense over Plunder, but remodeling Moneylender seems really weird in comparison to just gaining the gold and giving your opponent a silver. Um, I think the upgrade is a lot more valuable than the silver at this point in the game, and your Moneylender is net not really a bad card. I know you don't have many coppers left, but again, you can always remodel it later or upgrade it later. Take encampment. So now, well, this is drawing a deck. This is a deck being drawn, ladies and gentlemen. This is confused. Okay. And now, don't you play the Blessed Village here? And like, I don't know, remodel into a Plunder. Plunder's worth a lot of points. Okay. Gain a gold, play your Moneylender, buy mission. I don't think Plunder is super useless. It's going to score you like 4 or 5 points and give you a little money, but it's not particularly good. Wow, drawing seemed real bad to me there. Real bad. Okay. I mean, this is a lot of points, but it's not that many points. Like, if your opponent just bull rushes the provinces, I think they can get enough of them fast enough that it's not, I don't know the word, good? Good. Yeah. Play Grove next just to see what it gives you. Play Grove next just to see what it gives you. This seems bad. Seize gift. Yeah, so this seems pretty bad. Is he just going to double or is he going to mission? Okay. And just gain another gold here. And call it there. So now, DG is definitely going to be hurt by the fact that I don't think it's very likely that DG is going to get all of the provinces because he doesn't have that many golds and he doesn't have plus buy at the moment. And so we can remodel silver into Grove here and then draw it. And I can't quite see what's in his hand at the moment. But there should be another encampment down there. So he could do that twice, I think. And then draw with another governor. Yeah. but then he doesn't have enough golds. He has a border guard in hand. Yeah, this might work. You take. I apparently can't count. So next, I think you want to see what your groves are going to give you. I think this is likely to be a win for Glaurez on Glaurez's next turn to turn plus mission turn. And you play Grove. And you discard that. You play Grove. This is actually quite useful for Glaurez. He gets to ditch the old gold. Earths. Probably not worth it. For Glaurez, for DG, he's going to have 12, 18. Could be worth it for DG. Problem for DG is I don't know what you do here. It seems very hard to not allow Glaurez to win on Glaurez next turn. Um, yeah, I mean, I guess you go Province Mission Gold, but Glaurez seems likely to either be able to win outright or get to an unlosable position by getting, 4 or 5 provinces or something along those lines. Two banks is, I guess, a thing you can do, but the problem is you just don't have any buy. So I think province gold here, and then just gain as many golds as you can off your governors, and hope to have another turn. And if you do have another turn, then you have decent chances, I think. I just really think that, well, I think gold was maybe better than duchy. I'm not sure about that. Take a governor, gain 2 golds. Probably don't play the Grove because it's more likely to help your opponent than you. Wait, he's drawing? Why is he what? This seems so very bad. Two provinces and three more points, 3740. And he's saying if you get four provinces, that's 24, that's 42. I'm going to be able to get a duchy, but you're going to score some plunder points probably, right? I don't think this is enough. No golds in the trash yet, so there's 7, 5 here, or 2 here. That means there's 5 in this deck. Okay. Pretty sure Glaurez should be able to win here. Maybe play Grove now? Draw more. And then you can remodel 3, and then you can buy 2? Can he buy 2? This is 2 golds left, that's 6, that's 8, that's, yeah, this is it, right? Triple remodel. I think DG was potentially okay if they just didn't draw so many cards primarily. What? Did I miss something? I thought that was it. I can't count, I guess. Well, I don't like playing Grove there once again. Now this is very likely winning for DG. Maybe this was safe. Huh. Well, I mean, it wasn't totally safe for sure, but maybe it was not as dangerous as I thought, I guess is a better way to put that. You gotta take Sacred Grove, right? Remodel into province, remodel into province, buy duchy, score 3 from your plunders. There just aren't 4s left in Glaurez's deck, are there? I don't think there's any 4s left in Glaurez's deck. And anyway, you'd need 2, right? You take the Grove. Yeah, with yeah. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if Mission was really worth it. If Glaurez just goes province duchy instead of the last 2 buys. Huh. I don't know. I don't know. Tournament, fleet. Player 1 was very big there. Then how did player 2 win? Question mark? Let's see. The only thinning. Well, there's Zombie Apprentice, kind of, and there's Zombie Mason, kind of, and then there's Mint. So it's going to be tough to get thin. And tournament seems very important. And money seems important. I probably go tournament silver. And really you want to hope to spike like, well, 5 coppers would be fantastic. But 4 coppers having played a tournament or something is pretty good, I think. Which one is Labyrinth? I always get a lot of these mixed up. Gaining a second card in a turn. Yeah, it's not going to happen for a while. You can mint, you can Nomad Camp, and then you can win tournaments. This board looks to be about tournament to me. 5-2 does not seem to be particularly good to me. And I think I would have leaned toward Idle. But Vaults make some sense because you can say, I'm going to mint. So I don't mind that too much. This would be another tournament for me here. The Vault misses the shuffle, which feels real bad. I'm not a huge fan of Scheme. That doesn't seem like a good card to me here. In particular, but particularly this early. I think I would just take another tournament here without much hesitation. I'm not really going to try to draw much. If you do want to draw here, it's got to be via Herald, I think, really. But I don't. The quality of the thinning is poor enough. I'm not really seeing that as a super great option. Um, I think I'm trying to do the tournament thing, and I think I'm trying to win tournaments, get followers, Steed, in that order. Princess doesn't seem so great here unless you're very winning already. I would just take a gold here. He mints, which makes sense given the vault, I guess, but this is going to be a nice mint for really nice mint for Gloures, who I think neither of them have silvers anymore, huh? Interesting. Let's see what DG does here. The main options are buy gold and probably just gold, right? So you can get a province next turn with a little luck. Let's see, he has 6 stop cards, 7 with the mint, the scheme in the tournament, and the vault. So that's 10 cards in deck, and 2 of them are cantrips. If you put a cantrip on top, then you're looking pretty good to province, but not that great. If you put a vault on top, I think you're better. I think you put vault on top. Yeah, and that's what and took an idol rather than a gold, which I don't think I like. Now it's going to work out very well for him here, for them here. But if you don't find the tournament there, then so this should be province. And stick scheme on top, I think. Well, this is the nut draw, but you're more likely to collide your tournament with your province, I think, sticking scheme on top than anything else. I think I would have discarded my estates here as DG. Yeah, and DG does just that. 5. You have your idol next hand. Might just take another idol there. He takes a mint. They take a mint. Followers. Yeah, followers seems very good. And wow, Glaurus just resigns right there. Okay. Huh. Um. There's again a lack of thinning. No, there's monastery, so that's probably good. Um, you could open peasant city gate to make sure your peasant doesn't miss. Seems a bit lackluster though. Peasant potion makes a lot of sense. You could also go for experiment maybe to try to speed yourself up. Ooh, another peasant with your scrying pool. I think I would have taken the monastery there. Um, I don't think that CG and scrying pool work that well together. They're kind of complementary to each other. So you take a monastery here, right? And then next turn you have your peasant not miss because you went for city gate. Thank you, city gate. You put a copper back. You play your peasant, and because you didn't get a monastery last turn, you get one here, and you get an experiment, and you say go 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 go. I don't. I'm not a huge fan of this many peasants this fast, but maybe it's okay. Um, Experiment monastery. Experiment also works well with monastery because you get experiments and that lets you trash a lot. And then I want to play with encampments and golds and things. And oh, I don't like getting potion here. I think if you're going to do what you did, it's because you want to play without potion. Hmm. I don't know. Now I just feel like Glaurez is ahead. Okay, so you stick one of these terminals back, and which one's it going to be? I think it's going to be the soldier. There isn't particularly a 5 you want, and 2-2 seem good, so I think that's fine. Yeah, I also would have expected monasteries, and I think you might be able to skip pool by going for monastery and then working with experiments and then later encampments and city quarters. And yeah, I mean, you might be able to go that way. Mm, do 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 do. Okay, so finally there's a monastery from Glaurez. DG should definitely take experiment here. Putting a copper back. No. This is a lot of money from this soldier. Oh, I guess that's a really good reason to go for pools, right? It makes your soldiers worth a ton. Yeah. Probably need to keep that. Now DG's gonna have a plus buy problem. Keeps the peasant because of that reason. Okay. 2 seems fine. Put an estate back by an encampment. Peasant is possible. Because you're not getting a gold anytime soon, so maybe this is fine. Again, you want to do the experiment trick here. He thinks he's going to be hurting for plus buy and he gets a ducat. That's possible. Peasant, huh? Not what I would have gone for. Is this a way to maximize your pools? I don't think this is a way to maximize your pools. City Gate does help pool a little bit though. Not that much, especially in the mirror, but it's not nothing. Okay, so you're drawing your deck. And you have teacher. And well, you could have made more money. I guess you don't want it. By playing more pools, you could have made more money. Yeah, you just wasted two money. City Gate also helps a little bit with City Quarter. Hey, that's some minor synergy for you. And what do you want? You want buys or do you want money? You're putting it on City Quarter. Don't you want to put something on Pool? I guess you're going to disciple City Quarters. I guess. No, you don't play the potion. You don't play the potion. You want to trash the potion with your monastery. I mean, again, this isn't going to matter, but peasant oasis. Oasis? Don't you just get more peasants? Peasants seem better than oases. I mean, they're completely right. It will not matter in the slightest. But like peasants, you could be thinking about, gee, I might win next turn. I don't know. You do 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 do. So what's going on here? Hermit's probably good as normal. 5-2, you're happy to open Sentry. Do you open something with your Sentry? Patrician, probably. And then you can get Hermit later. That's what you're going to want to do. The only village is Madman, which means you're probably not going for a bridge megaturn. So you get a bridge at some point. And oh, there's capitalism. Yeah. But there's also, it's difficult to draw. There's only Patrician. Maybe Watchtower or Wild Hunt? Yeah, I don't think I go for capitalism, and I don't think I go for bridge. And I think I do go for patrician here. And this is already not optimal, but whatever. Probably I take a hermit here, but I could see bridge. And now you play sentry first here. This is actually important because you want to minimize the chances that you see the bridge. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. Got a silver. Guess you could get a hermit now, but yeah. Now you probably want a second sentry. Gloures missed 5, which, okay, you open Hermit Bridge. You're not going to hit 5 a ton. Think this should be a sentry here. And then you're probably okay on sentries. Whoa. I don't like idle. I don't like it. No, I definitely don't like it. And trash the copper. Trash the estate. Regain hermit. Get a madman. I think this is not getting the second sentry squanders kind of a significant portion of the advantage that you had. You certainly aren't going to want to buy anything now, not after you've gained this hermit. You don't want to have 2 hermits in your deck just to get a silver. It's much. I have to assume that Madman is much better than silver and hermit at this point. Wow, just turning this into a madman as well? Capitalism, because why not? It's better than nothing. Sure. Swamp's Gift is nice-ish, I think. Wow, capitalism here as well. Huh. I don't really believe in this. Mostly just because it's pretty hard to get very thin. It's going to take a long time. You're not going to really mega turn. And yeah, a couple bridges is nice, but I'd really just be trying to get in on with the grand markets and then do the patrician, um, patrician thing. Patrician, grand market patrician emporium, and get going that way more than trying to do some bridge shenanigan. DG building up a lot of madmen for some kind of a bridge megaturn that he can't possibly get to because he doesn't have enough bridges. In case that wasn't clear. So play your, well, you could play out bridge first. You need to play the hermit before the second one. Trash that. Get, yeah, I mean bridge is better than silver at this point, obviously. Well, probably patrician emporium here. Wait, no, you want another century. Why are they not getting multiple centuries? Century patrician. Century patrician. Century. What? I don't buy it. I don't buy it. No, you want to play your idol before you play your coppers. You probably play the bridge before you play the idol in case you get earths. You play the idol before. Yeah, I just don't. Maybe they can do it with Mad Men. I just don't really buy it. And here I would slam Grand Market Patrician. He's not going to do that. Now you play Hermit, trash the estate, get a Madman, and try to go off soon after that. Taking a Patrician? Taking a Hermit, maybe. Yeah, probably at this point, you're trying to pile out. You do want the Hermit. I just don't believe in this. There's one Madman here. I don't know where the other Madman is, but they don't have enough Madmans to draw enough to do what they're trying to do. I don't know. Maybe it's actually just fine to go for. Um, but one cute thing is that you might be able to pile duchies and duchesses. Yeah, there's no way you have enough bridges to do that. Never mind. And or if you did have enough bridges to do that, you could just pile provinces, so forget that. I still think the Grand Market thing might have a chance here. I mean, this is plausible, I guess, but the Grand Market thing, you might be able to pressure piles enough in such a way that you're doing well enough. And I would want a definite second century anyway. Um, Surely you just need the Madman. Got to get the Madmans as fast as possible. That's got to be. Seriously? You gonna go for like Patrician Emporium? Vagrant? Vagrant's probably worse than nothing. With no green cards, and it gets in the way of your Patricians. Although your Patricians aren't super likely to hit anyway. You don't have enough draw. I don't think you can buy anything. You gotta have a plan. Stan the man. Buy Duchy, gain Duchess. Rawr. Just because, like, you're gonna run the bridges kind of low. I'm gonna get a bridge or two. Um, the hermits are gonna be kind of low, and I can make the grand markets and or patricians lowish, and I can just kind of play around with these things. I'm gonna have some kind of pile pressure. Maybe later, like much later, I get capitalism. Um, Maybe not. We'd see. But I don't want to try to draw with hermits, with madmen basically. So probably this pile wouldn't be that low in that case. At which point you've gotten a lot of bridges. I have a bunch of buys with grand markets, and the patricians and emporiums are going low. So probably try to pile on these and just like be thinner because of a second century. I don't know, man. Okay. This is interesting. Boy, does that not seem to be good to me. Wonder. DG might be ahead here. Maybe. Yeah, it kind of has too many terminals. But Glaurez doesn't have enough madmen. It's very close. And if you stick the madman on top here, then you can buy. I want to say this madman is right here in DG's deck, but let me check that. Yeah, right. And then you win next turn. You go madman, madman. You buy patrician and an emporium. This just wins right here for Glaurez, though, right? Yeah. maybe getting the Emporium was bad. You weren't probably beating this draw, though. Huh. I still want a second century in any case, even if you do go for the bridgy business. Uh-huh. Advance is interesting. Flag bearer, bonfire. The only estate trashing is zombie mason, which you can probably set up. Is this really? I felt like this was like game 4. Okay. Get a lot of highways, and you can play a farmer's market. Farmer's market and scepter is kind of cute. A bunch of highways. You can zombie mason whatever into province, or you could just do a ducat thing. Scepter on farmer's market. You also do some flag stuff. It's also like vault diplomat, kind of. I probably open necromancer here. If I'm player 1, I mean, you could think about flag bearer, but you just want a bonfire on turn 2 anyway. So I like this. And then, yeah, the problem with flag bearer here is you just want a bonfire next turn, I think, more than you really want to hit 5. If hitting 5 were better, then I'd be a lot higher on flag bearer. So I think you go necromancer as player 2 here as well. That's a big yawn. Takes the flag bearer. I think you're okay with that. Probably just need to play this as spy if you're gloures. And be very, very sad if you draw estate, but you're like 3/4 to be happier doing that than the opposite. I guess you could advance the necromancer, but that doesn't seem particularly good. Just went for the mason. Huh. Okay. So you play the highway, obviously. You bonfire. Your I mean, you're gonna want this necromancer is the thing. Now you probably advance your flag bearer. I mean, maybe it's better to just highway. I don't know. You're not happy you don't have a necromancer once again. Glaura's knows that the last card is an estate here, So I would mason the crap out of it. And take. Could be farmer's market. Could be silver. Yeah. You kind of want to advance the flag bearer, but you don't want to waste the flag retaking opportunity. Now you know that the last card is duck it, so you probably just draw it with Mason. Wait, what? He still had the flag? Oh, he still had the flag. Should take another highway. Another highway. Give me a highway. Be very sad that you never got a necromancer. What? I'm gonna try to draw with Bandicamp and Diplomat. I don't like it. What is this last card? It's a copper, right? You can turn it into a ducat. You can just draw it. Oh, you could just trash it? Yeah, you can just trash it. So now you advance flag into highway and also buy highway. Also goes for Bandit Camp. I don't like it. I mean, it gives him some chance, some better chance to nail a state, but I don't like it. Okay, play Bandit Camp first. Play Necromancer. Take a farmer's market. There you go. Now, play your ducat. Play your spoils. Buy 3 highways. Dance all the way home. Another bandit camp. Why? Why? Just why do you want another bandit camp? Scholar? Really why? I mean, it might not be worse than Diplomat, but I kind of think it is. Wow, that's lucky. Play your other farmer's market. Yeah, I guess the farmer's market may make it better than Diplomat, probably. And this is better, probably, than playing the other farmer's market. Is it? I'm not sure. But what I definitely want to do is. What? What? don't understand. These bandit camps do not look like good cards to me. I mean, they're okay, but I don't think they're like actively good. I have no idea what that. I don't know. I mean, gloures is way ahead anyway. Highway, highway, camp, farmer's market, necromancer farmer's market, scholar. Don't play this bandit camp. Okay. You're buy limited. Money is not like you could quad province here. That seems actually quite plausible. You could do this, but you need more buys. Like bandit camp, farmers market. I don't know. Resignation seems fine. I got a little lost there in the last couple games, I think. But hopefully you enjoyed the video anyway. And thank you for watching, everybody.